How are we all doing here today? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Inspector Gadget, Tiny Devil Games, Jack, Mothman, Pokejohn, and Blades O'Doom, and all of you in the ether. Thank you so much for hanging out here with us today. You know, I'm feeling it's a high energy today. I don't have the boyo with me. We're gonna stand. Let's stand up. Let's get some movement going here. Absolutely. How are we all doing today? Need to get some sleep. Oh, Jack, go sleep, my friend. Go take care of yourself. I know you're kind of in the thick of it right now with your courses and everything, right? Whoa, standing, I know, right? Hey, I don't know how much time I've really got here today because I am doing prep work for Wife Quest's birthday celebration. I've got many things I need to cook over the next few days. And I am not going to tell you when her birthday is because we don't want to get doxxed. But I have to do a lot of prep work right now. So I've been procrastinating a worksheet that's due tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Best of luck, Jack. And procrastinating school, Blaze. There we go. That's the theme of the hour. Excuse me. Keep waking up at 5 a.m. and then just not doing anything all day. Yeah, I've been there, Jack. Been there. Yeah, I hope you're able to figure out how to work that out. That is tough, and it's very frustrating. I'm not saying this to say you have this, but I'm saying for myself, I have experienced that because I have ADHD, and like it sucks because you feel like you should be doing things, and then you don't do the things, and then you feel guilty that you're not doing the things, which makes it even harder to do the things next time. Like it's a really hard cycle to break. It's a major bummer. I'm sorry. I hope you're able to figure out what's going on in your brain. Happy birthday to Wife Quest. Thank you, Pokejohn. Poking pixels mostly. Nice, Tiny Devil. Very nice. Thank you, Mothman. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, right on. Hey, Elistios. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Gadget. Thank you. Blades, your baby is due next month. Oh my goodness, is this your first? My goodness. Okay. On a hopefully unrelated note, I just got news that my wife is needing to borrow a sledgehammer from our in-laws. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, call someone. Robotech, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is your first one. Congratulations, Blades. That's tremendously exciting. I can't wait to hear how everything's going and for you to disappear for a good while. Pretty sure I got ADHD. Makes me think too much. That's what mine does. Yeah, I run around in circles in my brain and it tires it out. Thinking about nothing productive. Awful. Misery confirmed. Then who's gonna take care of the baby? Tootie Fighter, good to see you over on the YouTubing. How are you? Good to see you. How's the little ones? Nekdos, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Karazest, nice with the Waluigi lurk, love it. I saw a Game Changer clip the other day of Brennan Lee Mulligan being the Wario version of himself, and he just says, I love capitalism and I hate Dungeons and Dragons. That was like the whole bit. Mine doesn't even tire. I'll get to bed at 9, but I'll fall asleep until 11 thinking about random maths. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. So, like, I get crazy tired. I also have a bum thyroid. It's so low that I nearly don't have a thyroid. And for those of you that don't know, the thyroid, one of the many things that it does is produce your energy for the day. So I'm just kind of always tired forever. I'm on meds, have been since I was a teenager. And thanks to that, I'm not in a wheelchair or, dead right now. But I'm still very tired. So I hear you on that. And I have similar things. Where at times I will stay up for hours in bed thinking, and I'll be dead tired. And I hate it. I hate it. It's not fun, Jack. I'm very sorry. I'm saying this to empathize and say, big bummer. Not fun. And I can say, at least for myself being on the other side, things get way better when you figure out what's going on in your head and you can address it. Math is my favorite, says Blades. Very nice. Only have 2 major things to do. That's interesting, Inspector Gadget. I've got a book called Make Time that I cannot see at the moment, but it's by Jake Knapp and I think Braden Zaratsky, where they talk about kind of how to manage your time in this technology-based world. And one of the things that they recommend having is a highlight in your day. And they say, when you start your day off, write down what is the one thing you want to accomplish today. And if you get that thing accomplished, successful day. So your thing about like having 2 major things to do reminds me of that. And that's really interesting. Yeah, Listios, for real. Patty Pats, hello, hello. What are we making today? We are refactoring our superhero-based game jam project, our Dexterity RPG roguelike, which you can kind of see an early version of over here with all these dots falling down. You have to click on them in a Helldivers type sort of sequence in order to execute different powers. So we built that for the game jam, and I am slowly but surely refactoring it to make it more maintainable now that I have actually learned Godot, because this was my first project in Godot. So it's all a mess, and we're going through and trying to fix it all up. Low thyroid is also associated with depression, and it becomes a vicious cycle. 100%, Inspector Gadget. Yep. 2D Fighter. Oh, the littles are trying to talk. We're trying to teach them the difference between day and night. Shoot. How are your little ones? How are you holding up? Thanks so much for asking. We're doing great. We just got through a big bout of sickness that swept through the family, but other than that, we're doing great. Little one is getting closer and closer to sleeping through the night. I know that's probably very jealousy-inducing. But he's waking up at around like 5:30 or so and giving us the rest of the night to sleep, so that's pretty good. Do you stand for your entire stream? I like to, Blades. I get enough sitting in the day. You know, I need to be a little bit more active. Good news, people, are in 2024. Mental health is not taboo anymore. Make sure to get some help and counseling, and all know you're not alone. World lied to us forever, saying that that there was such a thing as normal, but there's not. We were just all non-diagnosed. So stay positive and make sure to get the needed help, good people. Absolutely, Alistios. Yeah. It's a whole new world when you figure out what. So okay, to share a little bit about mental health. I didn't know anything about my own mental health, like my whole life. And then I started dating WifeQuest. And I don't know that I've ever shared this story before on the stream. WifeQuest was my very first girlfriend. And so, like, it was all a whole bunch of brand new things with her. And I started to notice, holy cow, I have problems. What is going on? Because I am being incredibly jealous. I never suspected I would be a jealous person. This is weird. I don't know why I'm feeling these things. You know, why am I, like, constantly thinking that when I'm picking her up, I'm gonna see her in the arms of some super buff dude that's working out at the gym next door. Like, what's going on? I don't like this. And it was awful. It was really, really awful. And it wasn't until my sister saw me and I was talking to her about this, and she said, Joe, you know I have OCD, right? Yeah. Joe, those sound like obsessive thoughts. Those are compulsive things. I said, oh, really? And she gave me a book, Brain Lock. And I read through that, and it was like revelatory. My whole life changed when that happened. I was able to get my relationship under control and figure out what I was actually working and feeling. Like, it's no exaggeration to say if she hadn't stepped in and said, Joe, this is like a mental health thing, I wouldn't be married right now. Just straight up. I'd probably be living in my parents' basement. So I kind of owe her, like, my whole life. And then just a few years ago, got diagnosed with ADHD, and now things are just being more and more clear and making more and more sense. So it's a whole new world while flying on the carpet. Yeah, Duty Fighter. I've changed gyms now. Oh, my goodness. So anyways, yeah. All right, so we have this, like, turn stuff here. It feels like the turn stuff should not be in the fight scene, but maybe it should. That might make sense. Went through the same thing when I was younger, Inspector Gadget. Interesting. And then villain defeated feels like that should be in the villain object. And then we need to go back to the fight and steal that signal connection, and then put that in our signal connection in the villain. Do we have a signal connection? We don't. Let's make one. And how are we calling these right now? Signal setup. Signal setup. And then we'll make a func. Signal setup. And then we'll just do these. Okay? Great. Okay. To be young and ignorant of yourself in the world. Yeah. I think I got a problem that my mind and body aren't really in sync. Interesting, Jack. Funny how that works. We get married or end up in our parents' basements. Not everyone, but it's almost certainly what would have happened to me, because I am not a risk taker. Not a risk taker at all. I very much like comfort and security, and you know. So I probably would have just taken the easy route and never really pushed myself and gotten out. So your mind wants to do stuff that your body doesn't. That's typical of ADHD. Yeah. And once again, right? Like Alistio says, like, definitely see a professional, right? Because ChatMD, we're all wrong. we are worse than WebMD, but definitely support the encouragement to talk with someone who knows what they're doing. My mom doesn't have a basement, so I guess that's no longer an option. Yeah, exactly, Tiny Devil. Yep. I'm gonna be diagnosed as autistic at 50 years old. I would have known years ago, yeah. And I think a lot of people have the perspective of, like, okay, but, like, even if I am diagnosed, what does that matter? Because it's still gonna be me. And maybe it won't matter for some people, but for me, it's been revelatory. It's made a world of difference, where now I'm more patient with myself, and I know when to listen to myself or not, and when to, you know, how to better take care of things. So my mouth is really picky with food and decides when I have an appetite on a whim, even if I'm hungry, and so I just eat plain stuff because eating food is just annoying. Oh shoot. Speak for yourself. I got my degree from University of Google. My doctor is just as good as WebMD. Oh shoot. Hey, Dragon Spirit Games, good to see ya. How's Gaia doing? What about attics or garage or tool shed? Well, you know, if your family's rich enough, then you just go live in their guest house, which is bigger than any other house on the block, and fly you to Dubai. Oh. Guy is sleeping like a brick at the moment. Good. Okay. Oh my goodness. So let's go back to our fight scene here. In fact, aren't we omitting villain defeated somewhere? Yeah, it's right here. I don't think we need to do that. What are we calling when that? Oh, right here, villain defeated. So we can just nuke that whole signal, I think. And we just do villain defeated now. That breakpoint. Okay. The scene I'm making for her to meet Poseidon is starting to look like an actual scene. Ooh, so exciting! And Jack, you know, I agree with Patty, but I think the big problem is that you're not having any custard with those fish fingers. I'm not, you know, last time I crossed the pond was when I went with my family to Paris when I was like 6. But I have watched some Doctor Who, and from what I understand, fish fingers and custard is kind of like the thing. I'll kill you if you put custard on my fish fingers. Oh. Who you are and understand you're not your mental. Yeah. Hard agree, Alistios. Hard agree. Okay. Cool. So we have, like, this timer stuff. I kind of want to get rid of it. Feels like it shouldn't be in the fight. Feels like that should be, like, in the timer object or something, right? Like this turn timer should be its own scene. Or have its own script. It does have its own script. Let's just put it in there. Turn timer start. Yeah. Let's do that. And then turn timer right there. Turn timer start. And then how are we actually starting it? Turn start. You know, we don't even, okay, so that is not like a function, that is just calling this, which we're not using anywhere. Let's see, is there something we can hook into in the turn timer to say, hey, the time has started? Yeah, custard's great. Yeah, it's really good on like cupcakes and pickles and cardboard. It's awesome. Okay. I don't like it. So let's get rid of this speed demon timer start and let's put it in the speed demon timer itself. Speed demon timer in the scripts folder. And then we'll just delete all of this and we'll make a func of turn start. And we'll just start. So the thing is, we need to connect this, right? So func ready. Signal. What are we calling it? Signal setup. One of these days, I'll actually remember that. Okay. Func. Signal setup. And yes, I know I said signal setup. You don't like it? Well, that's your problem, Jack. You gotta just learn to appreciate the finer custards in life. Get a cream patissier, a creme diplomat, arroz con leche. There's a million ways to appreciate this. I only like plain stuff. Croquant bouche. Okay. So signal bus dot turn. Is there like a turn start signal? There should be. Where's our signal bus? we go. Yeah, turn start pressed. We have a turn start pressed. Okay. So let's go back to our speed demon timer and turn start pressed. Of course, it shows up right there. Connect and go to turn start. What's going on? Ah! No. Okay. Turn start. There we go. Dulce de leche, of course, Dragon Spirit, yeah. Just looked it up. I like hollandaise sauce on my fish, but I don't know about a sweet and sugary vanilla sauce. That's the joke, Patty Pats. It was a Doctor Who joke of Doctor Who regenerates into a new actor, and he's all sorts of discombobulated and broken, and he says, I need fish fingers. And then he's eating it. No, it's not right. And then he sees in someone's fridge a big bowl of custard. Yes! And he just starts dipping it. Yeah, Matt Smith. Classic. Didn't realize custard was as fancy as wine. You know, once you get into French cooking, it's all as fancy as wine. Do you know that Parmesan cheese cannot be Parmesan cheese or Parmigiano Reggiano unless it is like made in a specific region in Italy? There's a bunch of foods that are like that, where it's like you can make chemically the same food in a different part of the world and you are legally not allowed to call it the same thing. Tarsine is my favorite in the show. My favorite doctor. There you go. Yeah, champagne. Yep, same thing. Yep. Okay. Let's go back to our turn timer, because I mean, this is kind of roundabout, but it is gonna let us build on top of things much more easily if we ever need to add more signals to these timers or something, right? So signal setup, and then we do signal bus dot turn start pressed dot connect. We're gonna go to turn timer start. There we go. Okay. So now we have our turn start. Oh, we have our pre-turn timer and a symbol timers / timer. Oh dear. What is that for? Feels like these, like the symbol timers should be in the canvas layer instead in that scene. So I'm going to put them in here. No, not in the canvas layer. Excuse me. They should be in the symbol container. They should be in here. Children of the symbol container. Which is going to break all sorts of things, for sure. So we need to take these things out and then throw them in our... Oh man, I've got to work that better. Fight UI, there we go. Bosch Berlin are a prime example, and people who don't know what they are think that Moorkoppen are the same. They're so wrong. I don't know what any of those things are, Dragon Spirit. Hold on. Oh, now see, this is something I can get behind. Hold on. Look at that. Ooh, I love a good profiterole, and it said these are Dutch profiteroles. So yeah, cream filled, not puff pastry. It's not puff pastry. What's it called? Dang it. Choux pastry. Yeah, choux pastry and custard is a classic combo. And then there was what? Moorkoppen, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing. Moorkoppen. Okay, so this looks like it's got like a whipped cream, kind of sandwiched. And the last one was like a custard filling. Is that right? They have some fancy foods, but also I've had a meal where there was a chunk of cheese wrapped in ham, then in chicken, and the entire thing was bread. Oh, yeah, that's chicken cordon bleu. Yeah, chicken cordon bleu is fantastic. Girlfriend has Gallifreyan on her arm. I won her over with an adipose joke at the bar 7 years ago. That's amazing. That's amazing, Patty Pats. Yeti Doc Phil, hello. How you doing today over on the YouTubes? All right. Those things are good enough to last you an entire day. The cream inside of those Borscht Bollen is a secret recipe. Same with the chocolate. Like, secret to an entire region? Like, I don't understand. How could it be that secret? And also not that secret. There's something about it, and if you ever go to the Netherlands, get yourself to Den Bosch. Okay, hold on, and go to the Bakker de Groot. Okay, so Den Bosch is a geographical location. Bakker de Groot. Yo soy Groot? Okay, that looks pretty yummy. I'd eat 7 to 10 of those. Yeah. Looks pretty incredible to me. Yeah, I'm down. As secret as the internet can be. Just to add to the fat kid conversation, baklava. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm glad to hear it's going well, Yeti Doc. Glad to hear it. Thanks for coming by. Good to see ya. Okay, gosh, where were we? You bunch of goobers. Okay, we're trying to, right, we have, these timers, that need to start on the turn start. But I think instead of, yeah, I think we do. I think we do another signal setup here. I'm trying to think about like what the separation of concerns should be in this. And I think having everything just being in charge of their own turn start space is probably going to make more sense than like a turn start container, right? So func signal setup. And you're going to be signal bus dot turn start pressed dot connect, and you're gonna be a turn start function. Sure, funkity funk turn start, and then paste, and we can get rid of these weird references here. Pre-turn and then timer. And this is the spawn timer. So let's change that name. Spawn timer. Spawn timer. You're getting hungry if you think you'll eat 7 Borscht Bollen. How's the games going, Fox? It's going very well. Thank you, Yeti Doc. We're desperately trying to get all sorts of... Ooh, missed the semicolon. Trying to get everything kind of refactored and tidied up. Yeah. And Foolbox, yes, thank you. I did actually know that. We made these early on, and maybe it may be a good idea to dynamically create them. I don't know. But yeah, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Also, Foolbox, you got to stream a little bit later in the day, because by the time I have the family situated and ready to go, you're already done streaming. So, those are rookie numbers. Got to pump up those numbers. We are all true gamers deep in there. There you go, Yeti Doc. Get tree create timer time dot timeout dot connect to something. Oh, you can create it and set up the signal in the same line? That's pretty cool. Hold on, I'm actually gonna copy that. Because I don't know that I want to like do it right now. But it would be rad to have that on hand. You missed an entire chat about cheese on Sorcery's channel before you came on. I know you mentioned that to me. Although I had been in there for a little bit, but I was also kind of doing a lot of cooking and stuff, so I may have been there and just missed it. Stream way too late for a lot of the people I watch. Yeah. Oh, we got ads. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Ooh, let me fix the camera. Hey, K-Heada over on YouTube. How are you doing? Good to see ya. How are you today? I believe hierarchy timer can't do sub-seconds. Code timer can. That's fascinating, Foolbox. So, like, if you want a timer to only last for a half a second, you can't do it in the timer in here, right? So this was at 15, so I can't do, like, 0.5. Oh, well, I mean, it's saying that I can right there, but I don't know if like that would actually work or not. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, or less than a certain amount. I'm not sure of the actual amount. Okay, that's fair. Well, now you got me curious though. 0.1, 0.01. 0.001. I don't know. Once again, I don't know if that would actually like execute what I'm asking it to do, but that's very interesting. Okay, we don't need that comment anymore. There's an error there. There's a lot of errors. Do 0.01 again. Where's the error? Oh, right over here. Very low timer wait times less than 0.05 seconds may behave in significantly different ways depending on the rendered or physics frame rate. Consider using a script's process loop instead of relying on a timer for very low wait times. There you go. There you go. Good catch. Thank you, Foolbox. Okay. So, Foolbox, when are you gonna jump on Asmongold's stream? Are you signing up for that? Usually you can just ignore it. Interesting. Okay, so we have turn start stuff here. It changed to 15 seconds. It did? If I do like 0.01? I don't think so. Unless I click on this and then it resets. No, I think that was me resetting it. Looked into pixel pitch a little. You need a pitch deck. Sure, yeah. I mean, if you want to get a publisher at all, you should have a pitch deck, right? All right. Great. I wanted it to be 15 seconds. Yes, I wanted it to be 15 seconds. Yes, absolutely, Jack. Okay. Before I went into the stream, did I miss any other streams or anything? I don't think so, Yeti Doc. But if you want to stay like that up to date, you should join our Discord. It's in the description in YouTube down below, and you'll be able to stay very up to date on everything that's happening there in the Discord. Like for instance, I found this super rad resource last night. Someone posted on Reddit, who is a former Dead Cells lead. Did anyone in the Discord check this out? Because it's kind of phenomenal. Hold on, let me pull this up because we all need to see this and appreciate it. Browser. Right now, I'm focusing on trying to get into Montreal Comic-Con. Oh, very cool. 3 more weeks to submit. Okay, right on, Foolbox. That's awesome. You did see a tiny devil. Nice. Dragon Spirit, you saw that post? Nice. Okay, this is just an example of how game feel works, right? So we're going to disable all of the things. And I think we need to have Control Q. There we go. There is a bug in the game where if you don't have that enabled, it doesn't work. But this is the prototype, right? This is the prototype that you have. And like it works. It looks like something that any of us could produce, right? Like I could make this. If I can make it, any of you could make it, right? But then we're going to enable all of these polish things. Look at the difference this has. This is a completely different experience. Holy cannoli. Was a lot of discussions about the fact that there was still too much graphics. I saw people complaining about that. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. I think it's an incredibly valuable demonstration of just how to make things feel way better. Even, I don't know. Like, I saw people say like, oh, but one was a wireframe and one was a full thing. Like, yeah, I know, but that's like the whole point though is like, if you're here, don't get discouraged thinking all is lost and that your game is gonna suck. Like, when you get through everything, it can feel incredible. So yeah, and Yeti Doc, this is not my game. This was made by the Deep Night Games, who is a former lead on Dead Cells, and he posted that as a way to like show, look, this is how polish and game feel affects your experience. So I thought it was rad. I thought it was super freaking cool. Very, very educative for me. And frankly, when I get to polishing phases, I'm just going to open up this list and be like, okay, do I have Blink Impact? Do I have cartridges? Do I have Gunshot? Do I have Bullet Tail? Like, just go through each of these. Be like, okay, yeah, this is my checklist now for polishing. Just passing by and dropping random knowledge. I'll get back to refactoring too. Thanks so much for hanging out, Foolbox. Always great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well, and I hope the Block Shop is doing well. By the way, in case anyone is not following Foolbox right now, what's wrong with you? Foolbox is making a phenomenal puzzle game called Block Shop. You can play it on itch.io. Definitely go tune into his streams. He's a great streamer. He does all sorts of cool Godot overlay stuff, and go follow him. He's great. If he streamed later in the day, we'd be raiding into him all the time. Okay. Of course you're following. Yeah, there you go, Dragon Spirit. I'm trying to think. We have this like turn initialization and turn start and everything. Would it be worth ripping that out and putting somewhere? Feels like the turn start and the turn end. I don't know. I could see an argument for it living in this kind of meta space. I could also see an argument for them like living in the player, right? Where we are saying now the player has ended their turn, or rather maybe like turn end should be in the timer in the fight UI, right? Like should be in here because this is what is governing when a turn ends, right? Is that timer. You're blushing. Well, you shouldn't be. You should just be basking in it. You should just say, yes, I am phenomenal. Thank you for noticing. That's how I actually asked my wife on our first date. We'd been kind of hanging out in a friend group for a little while, and she hung back at one point after an event that I hosted, a little movie night. And I went up to her afterwards and said, Sarah, listen, I have a bone to pick with you. I have been sitting here for days in these friend group events, looking as pretty as I possibly can, and you have yet to ask me out. And I have a problem with that. But I did come prepared. Would you like to go out next week? And that's what started everything. Give me the praise. I will bathe in them. Good. Yes. Thank you, Dragon Spirit. 4 steps to game dev are: have a cool idea, hyperfixate on prototyping, add tons of content, finish game. Most people get stuck on step 3. Man, I get stuck on step 2. My goodness, it's rough. You know, I've since getting into this, I feel it very deeply now. That tweet from ages ago of, nobody told me when you started building a game that you had to make the whole game. Hey, Floppa, good to see ya. Oh my goodness. I think turn end needs to go inside of the timer. That just makes sense to me, because this is the symbol timer, actually. Where's our turn timer? That's in the fight UI? No, it's in the villain? It's not in here, is it? No. Where's our turn timer? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay, well, let's put it in here then. Turn end. And then where are we connecting turn end? Nowhere in here. Dot connect turn. Dot connect underscore turn. Really? Nowhere? Where are we calling turn end? The whole game. Yeah. Corny people always get married. It's a special skill. Yeah, Foolbox, absolutely. Post a link for sure. I'm stuck on step 2.5. Well, stuck I am there. I usually skip step 1 and get halfway through step 2 before giving up. Shoot. Man with really cool idea for game just needs volunteers to do coding and art. Local game developer Justin Lee is reportedly looking for people to help create his new game idea, which he describes as an MMORPG with multiple endings where your choices matter. Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff. Corny pickup lines get you married with kids because I got my wife in a way like that. There you go, Tootie Fighter. We'll dev for food. Oh, shoot. Nah, dude, you don't dev for food with those people. You dev for dev, and then it never launches, and... Oh, shoot. All right. Take care, Foolbox. See you later. Best of luck with Blockshop. So long. Day deving is a good day, yeah. So, turn end. Oh, you know what? I bet... Yeah, there we go. That's our problem. Okay, so we'll disconnect you and then reconnect you to yourself now. Pick, turn end. Hooked up. Great. Okay, cool. So there's that. Turn initialization, we add the turn start UI. I think that makes enough sense to keep. And then turn start will toggle things being able to spawn in. And then delete the turn start UI. These can get split up. So deleting the turn start UI, let's go to our fight UI. Or not fight UI, excuse me. Go to the turn start UI. And then we're going to add a script here. This will be turn start UI in our scripts folder. I need to rename this node so it's consistent. And then we'll just do a turn started. And then just delete yourself. Queue free. And then we need to signal connect that. Signal setup. Func signal setup. And it is signal bus dot turn start pressed dot connect to turn started. Okay. Changing the Z index. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Joe Riz. Okay, now. Day doing your best to create pixel art is a good day. Any day where you get to spend the day genuinely trying your best to add more beauty and smiles to the world is a very, very, very good day. Man, that's wild, Patty. Yeah, I've seen some people disagree with that advice recently, Patty, and some people saying like launch with a really big bang if you can like plan it appropriately. I don't know enough to say when it should or not, but there you go. Flop. Okay. So we've got our turn start UI. When turn start pressed, go. Turn start pressed is happening right here, and that is connected to the button. Okay, so that's all functioning just fine. And then toggling spawn toggle on turn start. That is 100% a fight UI thing in our symbol container. Do we have an on turn start over here? I don't think so. So we'll do a new one. Spawn toggle. So maybe we just emit spawn toggle, right? If we go back to our, like, when we say that the turn has started, let's do signal bus dot toggle, spawn toggle dot emit. Yeah, and then that will just hook in, right? I don't think that's a problem with separation of concerns. Dragon Spirit, that's awesome. That's really cool. I'm glad to hear that. Be cool just to release something to fund a bigger, better idea. Absolutely, Patty. 100%. Oh my goodness, Yeti Doc. Oh dear. There's a reason why my rhythm game is called Tiny Devil Adventure. Hey, Cubus, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome on in. Floppa, I do not know what you're talking about. And I'm too terrified of the children nowadays to try and find out. 53 wish lists so far. Hey, I have time. Still need a lot of time before I'm done. Sure. Yeah, Dragon Spirit, absolutely. I break up the time on my main project doing lots of game jams and doing like cleanup on the code while I'm doing jams. There you go. There you go. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go back to our fight script and delete that, and then we can get rid of that line. This one, I think it is still important because we need to create the turn start UI here. So I think that works. think we can just, like, nuke all of those. We don't need any of those anymore. We don't need this guy anymore either. That's just not even there anymore. Man, look at that. Look how much we've simplified that. That's great. Okay, now here's the question. How far is it going to get before it breaks? And when I say break, I mean completely just like, it's not going to launch. But I want to know how far down the line it gets. No. Shut the front door. No. No, 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 no. Hold on. It's running. That's crazy. Okay, there it breaks. Okay. Let's see. Script inherits native type node 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of type node. Okay. Have some game jams coming up. We'll try to cook up something for the GameDev.tv jam. Nice. And for the Captain Coder, teach you a game jam. Oh, cool. I didn't know Captain Coder was doing a game jam. What's his all about? All right. You take care, Dragon Spirit. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was great to see ya. Okay. Script inherits from native type node TD, so it can't be assigned to an object of type node. So is this saying it has to be a node 2D? But I think like if I do that, then we lose all these references, right? Should we try it again? Maybe by changing the name, it will magically work now? It broke at a different place. Yeah, okay, there we go. Script inherits. Oh, cannot open file scenes turn start UI dot scene. That's interesting. Oh, because it's case sensitive, and I think I changed the casing on this to be more consistent with the Godot style guide. Scene slash turn start UI. Oh, man. Yep, I have to rename that. Okay. Turn start UI. And then this is going to be an outdated reference. Turn start UI. Okay, let's try that. Dragon Spirit, thank you so much for that link. Gonna take a look at that. Starts in a month. Oh man, I need to get my game jam page up. If you're supposed to be starting them that early, shoot. Oh man. Okay, total crash. Great. Still breaking right there. Okay. Show us your jawline? It doesn't exist. There is no jawline. You were assigning it to a variable typed to node instead of node 2D. Though wait, I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube, what are you guys doing? Language I work does the same thing, not really sure what it is, but if I get an error with string.art, sometimes changing it to art.string works. Shoot. Oh, man. Where's the error originating from? This seems like something further up the river. Well, it's saying, so we're extending character, right? Right here. And character is defined here in this actor parent, which, goodness, let's make these consistent in terms of how we're referring to things at least. There we go. Yeah, still breaking. Okay, good. YouTube, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I have zero clues on how to help you out. Okay. So if it extends actor being declared in our actor parent, which has a class name of actor. And this is not broken before. Is it because... So one thing that... I think this is why I had to do this. I had to have like the actor parent in the scene somewhere for it to draw from. So that's kind of the... I'm wondering if this is a, like, it needs to exist in the scene type sort of thing. But I mean, it does exist in the scene. I mean, if it is rendered differently, is that going to change it? No. Okay, that's good. And I'd like to get rid of having actor parent in here at all, to be frank. Okay. Okay. Might be a cache hiccup. Reload the project. Let's try it. I mean, we've had weirder bugs in Godot than that. You know, I'd be able to believe it. Shrink it down, resize. And run. Yeah, no. It's annoying it's not giving me the error in the debug though. It's frustrating. So let's grab this error. Godot 4 script inherits from native type node 2D. So it can't be assigned to an object of type. When a script is attached to a node that doesn't match the script's extends line. Is it because it's not like a standalone script because it's like attached to the player? Is that it? Godot 4.3 Dev 6. Yes, entered feature freeze. Yes, yes. Very excited about that. Hey, Sir Alex Grimm, good to see you. How are you today? Dude, you're not late. You're fine. Welcome in. It's good to see you. YouTube. Floppa. Yeti Doc. Are you okay? Because you're doing a bunch of yelling. And I have no idea what it's about. I have zero clues. Okay. Pretty tired. Had to walk a bunch today. All right. Well, you know. Glad you could walk. Hope that means you'll get a good night's rest. Okay. Yeah, so it's saying like you can't extend this. You have work to do. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Actor equals node 2D, but villain equals actor. So villain equals node 2D, and inheritance goes node to node 2D. But like, it is a node 2D though. Because it's not doing this one, right? Like, it's not touching that node, right? You attach a node 2D script to a pure node. Did I? Because it's attached to the player, which is a node 2D, right? Same thing with the villain. Where's villain attached? Yeah, right here. I mean, they both are children of a of a base node, but like, doesn't feel like that should matter too much because the script shouldn't be touching that, right? Yeah, right, Cubus? Oh shoot, we're in ads. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Toasty Games! Hello, welcome in on YouTube. Good to see ya. How are you today? Wonderful to see ya. All right. So. Oh, it's Finn. Okay, lovely. Good to see you, Finn. Okay. So, Cubus, you're asking what's attached to the base. Apparently, this is attached for player. So player looks fine, but villain, for some reason, it's like a double attached. And I don't know why. So we're going to detach that script from villain nodes. And then we're going to see if that changes things. Yeah, we're crashing at a different place. Weird. Good catch, Cubus. Thank you for helping me to figure that out. What if you accidentally dragged the villain on a pure node, misdragged there? Yeah, I mean, I guess so, maybe. I don't know, weird. Very weird. Thank you. Okay. Blades, you got it. Let's start with Cthulhu today. It's Thursday. That's kind of a wacky day. You know, the day before Friday when everything can kind of calm down a little bit. All right. Villain label dot text equals villain name on base nil. So, of course, when we have done this, things are no longer really hooking up. So we will just attach all these up. We have our intention label, intention value, villain label, HP label, progress bar, and it would. I probably won't bother with that. It would be good to combine those into one thing now that I understand how to do that. It feels kind of unnecessary. Let's see what is breaking next. More labels. actor parent. Okay, so villain, you're all hooked up. Player is where I'm assuming we're kind of, yeah, okay. Let's get this all hooked up again. It is a lot easier to do all of this when they're separated. Although we are missing that superpower label now. I wonder where that has run off to. Block label. Oh, and you know what? That's not the right node anymore. Everything's breaking. Oh yeah, I knew everything was going to be breaking ages and ages. You know, before we even started this, it was like, oh, this is gonna be broken. So where's our energy bar? Is that, where did that run off to? Did the energy bar go in with the villain? Where are you? Where did I accidentally put you? Fight UI. There we go. That needs to go into the player. We'll just drag you down right over here, I guess. Sure, whatever. Just get it working. That's the only thing I care about right now. Okay. Superpower count label. And progress energy bar. I think. Yeah, Finn. Yeah. Yep. Programming is a series of breaking stuff. The better you are, the faster you break different stuff. That's absolutely right. All right, where are we going to next? Okay. Oh, well, that's an easy one to fix. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay. Stuff is not hooked up. For our turn timer. Turn timer is in our fight UI. Or is it? Ah, it's right here. Okay, here we go. Actor energy, no, that's not correct. This needs to hook into... timer progress and timer label. Where did those go? Are they in the fight UI? Yeah, they're in here. Okay, so let's move timers into fight UI. And then we can hook these back up again. Timer bar and timer label. Player label should be in the player. All right, let's see where this takes us. Oh, we got it running. We got things running. Is anything gonna function? Perfect, we're not spawning anything in. The timer's going down, that's good. Finn, I'm unfamiliar with that. Okay. Spawn bouncy is not existing where we need it to. Okay. Let's check that out. So, fight scene. Let's see. Let's grab. This isn't gonna be fight scene now. It's gonna be in the symbol spawner, the symbol container scene. Oh, jeez. We need this node. This is what we need. timer works. Yes. Complex break is just a series of simple breaks. There you go. One quick sec. Okay. Was it a little mean, don't you think? No, Floppa, I don't think it was a little mean at all. You guys were just spamming nonsense. And then someone new came in, and I didn't want them being off-put. I don't think it was mean at all. I think it's quite generous that it was just a timeout, and just of the duration it was. Okay. Like, come on, you guys contribute value. You don't gotta resort to spamming sort of stuff. You could do better than that. Okay. What am I doing? Timers were being weird. Hat tower, okay. Jack, I feel like you just are constantly earning enough points to spend on hat towers, and then you instantly spend them on hat towers. 3 and 4. And my wife has stolen one of my hats. So in turn, I shall steal a hat from my 2-month-old son. Say hi to Artemis, Inspector Gadget. You got it. You got it. And Marvel. You guys are outrageous. Okay, all right. All right. We're gonna do this. And we'll go get the puppets. Be right back. Okay. All right. Say hi, Marvel. Hello. Been sitting at 15K. I've been saving so I can make you play a game I have. But I don't have any games for you to play, so pretty pointless. Oh, there you go. Woo. All right. There you go. All right. Yeah, who's a good boy, huh? You're a good boy who loves the tummy scratches, huh? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, who's a good boy. All right. Oh. Woo! Yeah, for real, Jack. Okay. Gonna go get Artemis. We'll be right back. Artemis was outside sunbathing, so it took a little bit to go get her. Hi, say hi. Oh, yeah. Who's a good girl, huh? Yeah, Artemis is a good girl, huh? She got a butt bath today because the baby had a massive spit up all over her butt. She didn't even notice. She noticed the bath, though. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Woo! All right. All right. Whew.
There's a lot of...
All right. You guys. All right. Okay. There we go. Worst programming communities, K-Hadao. Oh dear. Oh dear. That looks horrifying. Oh shoot, that's right, Cubus, absolutely. Yeah, Inspector Gadget, for real. I will frequently use my children as weights while I exercise. Okay. Woo! There we go. Okay. Entering Ultra Instinct mode. We're here, we're ready. We're refactoring. We're getting closer and closer to things running. Okay, yeah, all sorts of connections no longer working. Clear hats! I am free. Thank you, Inspector Gadget. Let's go, Inspector Gadget. What was the theme song? There you go. I knew it was coming. As soon as someone clears hats, it's like instantaneous that someone is going to add another hat. It's like training with weights on. You'll be twice as fast when you drop them. Oh, there you go. Inspector Gadget. There you go. Thank you, Inspector Gadget. I actually played French horn in junior high. And for one of our concerts, we played the Inspector Gadget theme song. Mad respect. Mad respect. Fallon here. Hello. Good morning. How are you today, good sir? Welcome on in. Cubus. Yeah, wife quest is actually nice and cool down here. That's the nice thing about being down here. Granted, I have all these lights on and everything, which do make it hotter. And I definitely ran into problems with overheating before, but luckily for now, it's been okay. Did clarinet till sophomore year and then got moved to bass clarinet. I'm hoping it was bass clarinet and not bass clarinet. What are you guys talking about? Oh my goodness. Okay. Fishy clarinets. That's right. That's right. Very sus. Very fishy. Okay. Now, I've got this problem where in my fight scene, it's very difficult for me to, like, remember, oh, shoot, where, like, how am I referring to things? What is the path involved with everything? Editable children, not because I want to edit them, but because I just need to see the tree. So if we go up, takes us into this space, and then we can go into all of them have editable children, just so I can actually visualize what the tree is, which tells me I'm probably doing this wrong. There's probably a better way to do this. So this needs to go to fight UI / symbol container / symbol timers. No. / timers. / turn timer. Okay, timers could be better named, but whatever. Next up, power chain lightning. Where's this at? This is in the player side. So it should be here, right? And then where are powers? They're in powers. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we'll just need to add these in. Better than Bath clarinets. Ooh, the mask, 2D Fighter. Yeah, getting all of our 90s cartoon folks out of the chat for sure. I was just in Otter Makes Games, I believe was his name, channel the other night, and we were all discussing like extreme dinosaurs and street sharks and everything, and I never felt happier. It was fantastic. Wouldn't it be more useful to use unique nodes for that? Probably. What's a unique node? The redeem that says analyze any game. I got a game in mind from a studio here in Montreal that I would like you to analyze, and I can also gift you the game. Oh, well, heavens. I just want you to want to know if that was something you'd be interested in. That's exactly why it's there. Alistios. And that's why it's at such a high point value, is because, like, if you're sticking around for that long, like, I'm willing to buy any game that isn't, like, you know, like a founder's pack or something, you know? But yeah, if you're sticking around for that long, then that's worth it to me to make some content, so. If you right-click a node, you can choose to make it scene unique. You can reference it by the node's name and not its path. Make it scene unique. Because I know there's like make unique. I'm unfamiliar with the concept of make scene unique. Is that the same thing? Am I overthinking this? Because there's like huh. I'm not seeing it in here. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Access as unique name, which is the % here. I don't know, Falonier. I mean, you're probably right. I'm sure you are. I just I'm a little clueless. Rather than dollar sign path, you can just do % name, which gets the node directly. But you cannot have another node in the scene tree with that name. Okay. All right. Floppa, you've gotten a lot of warnings, friendo. I don't want to, but if you keep on just deliberately provoking, then it's just going to be a ban. I don't want to do that, but... All right, let's check out unique node. Okay. Browser. Send some documentation for you that you can use later. It's not necessary right now. It's just convenient. Very cool. All right, I'll take a look at this. Thank you. Access is unique name. And then you do percentage red button. Oh, so like you can just get it. So this kind of like makes it into some sort of like a global variable. You can just kind of like call whenever you need to, right? Yes, Cubus, yes. When you have those dollar signs for getting the node, you can set it as unique name, use percentage, then the unique name, which gets the node directly, can shorten up code a lot and make you a lot lazier. Very cool. Ben, hey, take care. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out. Appreciate you. Global, but only for that scene. Okay, very cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I didn't know about all this. This is super cool. Thank you for filling me in. That's awesome. We did get a critique any game redemption from our good friend Alistios. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm gonna pick this up. We're gonna download it. We only have a few minutes left in the stream, so we may get to this tomorrow, Alistios. Is that okay? Just kind of depends on how quickly we can get it up and running. Go. Sure, no worry. Okay. Yeah, and we may get to it today as well, but I want to make sure that we're not like shoehorning it in at the last moment, because that'd be a major bummer. Like if I redeemed that and like a streamer did it for the last like 3 minutes of the stream, like that would suck. I would not be happy about that. Okay, Turbo Kid. Install. While it's installing, let's take a look at what it is. Turbo Kid. All right. Can't use the analyze game. I was gonna try and make you buy Shadow of Erdtree Collector's Edition. I mean, yeah, like I don't want to do collector's editions and stuff, but base games and all that, absolutely, absolutely. Is the Shadows of Erdtree even on Steam? Oh, it is. I played Elden Ring on the PlayStation. It's not even out. It's coming out on June 20th. So don't waste your points there, Jack. Just thought they were doing some path rewriting for turn timer. As long as you don't have another node in the tree called turn timer, then you can make that node unique, and it doesn't matter where it is in the scene. You can be found with two. That's super cool, Falinir. That's going to make things a lot simpler for me. Thank you. It's a Metroid-like with 168 very positive reviews. Okay, I'm intrigued. What an intro. Okay. Oh, wow. Bicycles? Okay, that's not what I was expecting. This is incredible. Oh, jeez. That got violent really fast. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, it doesn't look like Spy Kids anymore, does it, Jack? We are thoroughly past Spy Kids, based on an independent movie made a few years ago. Wow. Brutal. Upgrade and rebuild? Are there character builds in the Metroidvania? Non-linear. Hey, welcome back, Yeti Doc. Good to see ya. The RKSS Cult Classic. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. I can't wait. Let's do this thing. Let's jump into the game cap here. Yes, okay. It needs a controller. I have a controller. After Jack submitted a game that kind of needed a controller, I felt terrible and took the time to figure out how to get the controller set up. Okay, Turbo Kid. Hold on, and I'm sure you can't see this yet. I'm gonna try and get the resolution working correctly. No, not full screen. Never full screen. Okay, and I can just manually resize it. Okay, got it. Where's our game capture? Turbo Kid. There we go. Okay. Let's check this out. We may do a little bit more of this tomorrow. This may be like our analysis game for a week or so. We'll see. So, first off, they started off with a press to continue or press to start thing. We're going to get rid of sparkers here. And then you can see that. So we've got our menu here, play settings, exit game, good typography, good signifiers of where the buttons are, good little action sequence with our character driving by. Notably missing the text typographic logo, which is interesting. You have to fight off the apocalypse, but got to let people know you can hit the ramps with a bike. Oh, shoot. And we have ads, and we're gonna wait for the ads to start before we dig in here. All right, ad break has ended. We are in Turbo Kid. We were talking about how it's interesting that there's a lack of typographical logos over here, right? That's conspicuously missing. So, just got back from ads. Yeah, thanks, Thunder. I realized a little too late, and we paused for a little bit. I don't think the blue matches with the ground very well. I can see why you're saying that. Let me go over here. I think it works. I mean, blue and orange is a really good contrasting color combo. I like the simpleness, but the color seems a bit off. I can see that. I mean, the contrast isn't crazy good, especially when you get some of the lighter background colors, like those lighter, if I bring the mouse cursor over so you can see, like these colors over here, right? This brightest area, it does get a little bit rough on the contrast, but I think overall it's okay. But you know, I think they could have maybe taken it brighter or darker, but I think it works, personally. Let's play. And blue and orange is a fantastic color combo. Cool dynamic file selection screen, very thematically representative with the kind of Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic on the top, the Atari type sort of thing. And you also note how they have these kind of static lines showing instead of just a plain, like, empty state. Very, very good. Bring in motion, make your world feel alive. That's a lesson for me. Frankly, they may have even been able to have brought something into the scan lines in the background in order to make that feel a little more alive, or on the borders of the UI have kind of glitching, sort of progressive scan lines. But, you know, whatever. This works just fine. It was probably a lot faster to build. Cool. Start new game in File 01. Sure. It's interesting that File 01 is in red text. That is kind of an interference signal for me. That tells me, like, that's in an error state, right? Select character. Play as Apple in this non-canon version of the adventure. Okay, we'll go with the basic. Play as Turbo Kid, the Wasteland's newest hero. Play as Turbo Kid. Warning, this cannot be changed. Warning, you typically want, like, in a yellow text instead of a red text. Once again, it's like, red is destructive. Red is scary. It's bad. Also, it is kind of interesting, though, that it is tying into our UI colors over here. So that's just something that they probably needed to be aware of, and I'm sure they probably were at the level of production quality that is on display here. That they had to really reinforce that red is not necessarily bad. It's their, like, primary color. Probably because of Turbo Kid's primary color being red. That's probably why they went with that. Makes sense to be error colored if there's a save already, since it's destructive and overwrites. I agree, Cubus. I agree. So now I'm kind of curious, like, what happens if I try and overwrite it? Is it going to give me the same red color or a different color? Okay, hold right to move towards the right. Sure. Feels like that could have maybe been a little more succinct. Frederick, I can't believe you found the water source. That's going to save hundreds of lives, maybe more. I can press X to jump. Whoa, sick. Radical. Well, I'm sorry you lost your friend. Here I am just popping wheelies while this guy's being all heartfelt. Kind of exploring with controls while we do this. Where are you going to go? This is actually really clever because it does give you time to kind of experiment with the controls in a low-stakes space to see what the rest of the wasteland looks like. So we're already a hero. We have already, like, saved... Oh, dear. All right, let's reset. Hard thematic contrast. You are a hero. You're this kid riding around on your bike. And then, literally, they take you down to Earth with hardcore Mad Max-style wasteland banditry. My goodness. Today's our lucky day, boys. This poor schmuck has some sweet loot. Hey. Oh, crap. Scatter. I love the character models. Yeah, Jack. Very, very good pixel art. Dinosaurs? Where did these guys come from? Where am I? It's cold. How do I get out of here? Okay, we're in a dream. Okay. Got it. We have an interstate freeway, highway sign in the background. We got dinosaur toys. We've got lawn flamingos in an ethereal spectral state. That's how I want to have my models look. Nice, Jack. Well, it's a good example game then. If I had a penny for every absolutely brutal biking Metroidvania, I'd have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Are you talking about the one where you're like a fox or something? Oh snap, we're Mega Man. I like the effects here. The VFX on the landing, both of the spark and the pillar that's blasting out, really good. I would have liked, ideally, this is water, right? We're getting some water sounds. Sometimes. But we're getting dust effects when we blast it, and it would have been nice to have that be a little bit different. The reflections in the ground go hard. It's a good point. It's a good point, Jack. Leica, aged through blood. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we can crawl and shoot. Oh, and swing a sword. Okay. Aim. Okay. Cool. Figuring out the controls. Is there a wall jump? Oh, okay. Just a wall cling. Is there a wall jump, though? Probably get that later. Void water reacts differently. Sure. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Lawn gnome. Towards the right and hold jump. Okay, to go higher and farther. I mean, sure. Okay, we got wall clinging out the wazoo. This place is creeping me out. Ladders. Pro developers here. They built ladders successfully. And one-way platforms. These are the greatest developers of mankind. And then we can crawl. Crouch, excuse me. Jack, nothing can stop the dabbing. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Wandering through the wasteland in rivers of blood and my own mind. All right. So we've got switches. Nope. That are color-coded. Okay. Okay. So the aiming is actually going to be an integral part of this experience. I'm kind of surprised. Post-apocalyptic Travolta in the house. Skeletron! Hold on. Check out Skeletron. Impossible. You should be dead. Oh, dear. Okay. There's no dash. I need a dash. Get away from me. I need a dash. Ah. Leave me alone. Oh, gosh. Oh, the bounce. Ah! No! Hey, excuse you. What? No fair. No fair. I think I beat him. They had to pull out the Ultra Instinct double win move. Okay, so we wake up. New journal entry. Press select to view. We have the wasteland. People apple. You were the best friend I've ever had. I don't care that you were a robot. You were real to me. I miss you so much. Thinking of you makes me want to become the hero you saw. This is a really interesting thematic contrast, right? Of like these childish doodles, your character's clearly straight out of a Saturday morning cartoon, and then the harsh, brutal gore of the wasteland. Is this Turbo Kid? Yes. Yeah, Alistios redeemed Analyze any game and picked Turbo Kid. Yeah. Mom used to say that there are still places on Earth that are thriving with life and vegetation, and that things would eventually go back to how it was before the Great Robot War. Unfortunately, I've only seen barren lands and toxic swamps since I left. But I'll keep searching. I'll prove you right, Mom. Your determination, words of wisdom, and the manly bubble. You sure taught me a lot. There's absolutely no way I would have been able to take on Zeus and his men, Kratos confirmed, or find the water source without you. We made a good team, and I do look up to you as a true champion, though I might never get to tell you in person. I do miss you, Frederick, the arm wrestler. The arm wrestler is really nice, adds a little bit of extra character to the story, and then you see his arms with the robot arm, and you're like, oh, interesting. Turbo Kid comes from your city? Nice! Based on a short horror movie that became a long-form movie. Very cool, Foolbox. Saw the first one in a horror festival in Montreal. That's awesome. 15 years ago. Very cool. Skeletron. His name brings up bad memories. He was one of Zeus's henchmen, a murderous beast. He's the one who killed my mom and dad all those years ago? Jeez. He also decapitated Apple on top of that cliff? Wow. He took so much away from me. I'm glad we don't have to worry about him anymore, but I wish he'd stop haunting me. I had that nightmare again, the one where Skeletron kills me. I always feel so worthless after that dream. Why does he keep haunting me like that? There's some people I'd much rather forget. Cool. I mean, I like this, right? It's really reinforcing the vibe of kind of your main character is an innocent in a world that is hostile towards innocence. And I think that's a very compelling contrast. Okay, the UI is kind of stacked up there in a weird way. I would have preferred it all to have been condensed into one. Hi, feeling better? I found you knocked down near the cliffs. This is my lab. Don't touch my stuff. Thugs stole some of your gear before I rescued you. One of them took your machete and went west. Another one went east with some kind of gadget of yours. Sweet turbo glove, by the way. Glad that wasn't stolen with the rest. Naomi. Okay. So we have our missions here. Find our bike, our machete, and our turbocharged shot. Can I touch her lab stuff? What is this? Oh, I can pose. Right on. The D-pad does poses. Perfect. We have a start menu. Okay, lots of character customization and stuff. Settings. Okay. Rad. Very, very, very cool. Let's see. I mean, I'm kind of curious about this. I want to know what this is, but I guess it's not gonna let me. Wow, Jack, how did that get caught by AutoMod? That's ridiculous. Love that this is a sketchbook because he's a robot he writes in Comic Sans. Okay. Can I go through here? No. Gotta unlock that. Go down. We've got some car doors blocking the way, because, you know. Classic. Come on, climbing. Oh, new journal entry, New Hope. Right, it's this one. What is this place? I didn't think such a large community still existed after the Great Robot Wars. That's what a city is supposed to look like? New Hope is incredible. Save. Okay. Cute. That's a cute save complete smile face. He's playing on his Game Boy. Very, very cute. So some clever things they do here. They know the player's going to go straight to here and save. And so they entice you, right? They have some moving characters to say, hey, go look in these other places. Go explore a little bit. Very, very clever. So you're not left like, okay, now what do I do? Animations are actually so cool. I totally agree. Now, with that being said, I am on a tight time limit today, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out. Um, let's go ahead and raid out to let's see. Who should we go hang out with? Let's raid out to let's raid to Connie Dev. Let's raid to Connie Dev. We haven't been to Connie Dev in a while. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at the same time, same place, and we'll be doing analysis of this game for a long while. There's a lot to be experiencing here. So thank you, Alistios, for this game redemption. I'm excited to keep on diving into it. I think we're going to have a good time with it. We haven't even talked about this menu at all. So it's going to be great. With that being said, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. If you are on board for that vision and mission, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is that you're doing, and we will catch you again tomorrow for more game dev and more Turbo Kid analysis. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. It's been such a joy. We'll see you next time.